In my past life, my own brother drugged me. He sent me to the bed of his best friend, Song Qian. After a night of absurdity, even though he was forced to marry me, his eyes were filled with nothing but disgust. While his beloved, Ling Jiayue, ended up becoming my sister-in-law. But in the second year of marriage, Ling Jiayue died in sorrow, and the Jiang family was wiped out as traitors. Song Qian suddenly became tender and attentive to me. I was foolish enough to think that he finally saw my true feelings, until that arrow pierced through my chest. When I opened my eyes again, I was back on the night I was drugged. I snapped my eyes open. My body still felt the phantom pain of being pierced by the officer's sword. But a second later, waves of scorching heat surged in my heart. I pulled out my silver hairpin and stabbed my thigh. The sharp pain cleared my mind momentarily. I pushed open the window and climbed out. I circled around to the side, and sure enough, I saw my brother's personal maid, Xiaoyao, hiding behind a corridor pillar, peering in secretly. I crept up behind Xiaoyao quietly and knocked her out cold with a vase I had grabbed. I dragged her into the room and tucked my brother's jade pendant into her embrace. Brother, enjoy the great gift your sister prepared for you. I climbed over the wall to find a host club, but stumbled into Jinling's largest brothel, Yanyu Pavilion. My lady, you've come to the wrong place. A lazy voice rang out above me. I looked up into a pair of smiling peach blossom eyes. It was Jinling's biggest rogue, Jin Wang. In my past life, I hated him more than anyone, bar none. But at this moment, he looked remarkably handsome. I'm not in the wrong place. You're exactly who I'm looking for. I grabbed his collar and kissed him. When the golden wind meets the jade dew, they surpass all the fleeting joys of the mortal world. Before dawn, I hurriedly picked up my skirt and fled, unaware that my begonia earring was left on the bed. As I climbed back over the wall into the manor, the morning dew was light. On the moss of the deserted west court, a few wet footprints were left, soon to be dried by the rising sun. As I pushed open my bedroom door, Chuanxue rushed forward with swollen eyes. Miss, where were you last night? I was scared to death. Looking at Chuanxue's young face, I was dazed for a moment. In my past life, Song Qian took a concubine who looked like Ling Jiayue. He pampered her in every way. Later, the concubine framed me for causing her miscarriage. Song Qian wouldn't even listen to my explanation and directly condemned me. It was Chuanxue who stood up to take the blame for me. Before she died, she cried just like this. Miss, live on well and leave the Song manor. Chuanxue, I gently wiped away her tears, my fingertips touching her warm cheek. In this life, I will protect you. The little maid was stunned. I changed the subject and yawned. Help me remove my makeup. That bastard Qin Wang insisted on fighting for the dominant position last night. He left me with a sore waist and weak legs. Does anyone else in the manor know I was out? Chuanxue shook her head. I didn't dare say a word. I just kept watch in secret. Her eyes swept over the red marks on my neck. She lowered her eyes in distress. I looked at Chuanxue. What's wrong? Miss, you're missing an earring. I didn't care much. I probably dropped it somewhere. As the hot water washed over me, I felt a lifetime of weariness. I didn't expect that rogue Qin Wang to be in such good physical shape. What a pity those 3 hours were. When noise came from the north court, I was painting my eyebrows in the mirror. Miss, something happened at the courtyard. Chuanxue ran in panic. I leisurely put down my silk ribbon, fingertips tracing the mark under the scarf. No rush. Let the fire burn a little brighter. In my past life at this time, I had just woken up disheveled in Song Qian's bed, facing looks full of contempt. But today, let's go. It's time to see the show I prepared for my brother. The main room of the North Court was surrounded by servants. I appeared right on time, just as Jiang